When you think about the Congo, your mind immediately jumps to the diverse wildlife, the lush landscape, and the abundant natural resources available in this country. I had a similar mindset until I came across some seriously mind-blowing stories from the Congo. Trust me when I say that you cannot even comprehend some of the stories that come out of the region. Stories that have terrified the world. Today, I am going to take you on a journey to explore some of the creepiest discoveries in the Congo. And just so you know, you are not ready for this. Ebola. There are many scary things in the world, but nothing is more terrifying than feeling like your days are numbered. The helplessness that comes with health issues is no joke. I mean, we all remember COVID-19, but there was something way more scary than this pandemic. In the Democratic Republic of the Congo, there are many health-related problems. But nothing has been as scary as Ebola. Since 1976, the Congo has had the most Ebola outbreaks in the world. And even today, the residents of the Congo are always at risk of catching this deadly disease. Imagine feeling perfectly fine one day, and the next day, you wake up with a high fever. And to top that off, it's not just any fever, it's the kind that makes you feel like you're burning up from the inside. Then come the headaches. Not just regular headaches, but intense ones that make it hard to see clearly, much less to think or concentrate. Your body starts aching all over, and you feel weak, like your energy is being drained away. It's as if your body is betraying you. But that's not all. Soon, you might notice your stomach acting up. Nausea and vomiting become constant companions. The stomach cramps are so intense that even the thought of food makes you want to run away. And let's not forget the diarrhea, which is not only uncomfortable, but also super dehydrating. Things get scarier when you start bleeding. Your eyes, your nose, even your gums. Blood seems to come from everywhere. It's not a normal nosebleed, it's a sign that something very wrong is happening inside your body. The scariest part? Ebola doesn't just stop at physical symptoms. It brings fear and isolation. People around you, even your loved ones, may be afraid to be near you. Health workers have to wear protective suits that make them look like aliens just to provide care. And you know what makes it even more scary? The healthcare system in the Congo has always struggled a lot because it lacks essential medical supplies, equipment, and money. In 2018, in the eastern part of the Congo, there was a massive outbreak of the Ebola virus that resulted in more than 2,000 deaths. Though this outbreak was controlled in 2020, Ebola still exists, and much work needs to be done in order to eradicate this lethal disease permanently. Gigantic snake encounter. Remy van Leerd, a Belgian pilot and veteran of World War II, found himself in a helicopter soaring over the expansive Katanga province. And during this flight, he encountered an enormous snake sprawled on the ground. To put this into perspective, the largest known snake, a reticulated python, typically reaches about 20.5 feet. However, Van Leerde estimated the size of this snake to be an astonishing 50 feet. Imagine the guy's surprise. The awestruck crew was circling the creature when, in a totally surreal scenario, it just went ahead and raised itself 3 meters into the air. In that intense moment, Leerde managed to capture a photograph, offering tangible proof of this incredible sighting. That was a smart move. I would have been too scared out of my mind to even breathe properly. What makes this account more than just a myth is the credibility of the storyteller. Apparently, this guy was a highly respected colonel with an impeccable record from World War II. His fellow passengers in the helicopter corroborated every detail, lending further credibility to a story that might otherwise be dismissed as fantasy. The photograph of the giant snake triggered various theories about its identity. Some argued it was an exceptionally large python, while others boldly suggested it could have been a titanoboa, a prehistoric giant known to inhabit the jungles of South America. This theory sent chills down my spine. If this prehistoric giant still exists, what other prehistoric creatures might be roaming the Congo right now? Mountain of Gold. Finding gold in abandoned areas of nature is an age-told storytelling technique. But this bedtime story came true for a group of villagers in Congo. This group of villagers made a surprising discovery, what looked like a huge mountain of gold, causing quite a stir. The video footage of this find went viral, showing locals rushing to the site with shovels and using their hands to uncover what seemed to be a substantial deposit of the precious metal. However, you'll be surprised to know that the government didn't give any rights to these villagers on this newfound mountain of gold. But one thing's for sure. The images in the video showed Congo's abundant natural resources, confirming its status as one of the world's most resource-rich nations. However, despite this wealth, Congo remains among the world's most impoverished countries, highlighting ongoing challenges related to wealth distribution and resource management. In response to the gold rush triggered by the revelation of the Golden Mountain, authorities intervened by sending in the police to control the situation. Mining activities in the area were temporarily stopped, with plans to resume them only after ensuring compliance with established rules and regulations. Mysterious stones. Recently, in Mano, Congo, people found some unusual stones that caught global attention due to a widely shared video. These stones were unique because they created sparks when pressed together, similar to the bright flashes in welding machines. The video featured dark stones with a shiny surface, giving the impression that they had some mysterious power. Some videos even showed people lighting small bulbs using these stones. As the video spread online, it led to various theories and speculations. Some compared the stones to vibranium. Yes, you heard it right. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Marvel fans. Vibranium was a fictional metal from the Black Panther comics and movies. But who knew something similar could exist in real life too? Others thought these stones might contain a yet-to-be-discovered mineral or element, suggesting groundbreaking discoveries. One video showed a small stone connected to a light bulb, making the bulb light up. The claim was that just a gram of these stones could power a light bulb for an impressive 72 hours. Another video showed two larger stones, apparently welding a tool together, challenging our understanding of basic energy laws. As of now, scientists insist that no stone can produce an electric charge, but since there's still no solid answer, it's safe to say that Congo might actually have electrically charged stones. But then again, how's that even possible? Guess we all will have to wait to know whether it was fake or real. Apes. Along with other weird discoveries, Congo has also remained a source of major scientific discoveries for centuries. In the forests of Bili, a discovery caught the scientific community's attention. For a long time, scientists have been looking for the missing link, the connection between humans and our primate relatives. While it's widely accepted that we share a common ancestor with monkeys, the significant differences between the two species have puzzled researchers for a very long time. Recent expeditions and local stories have revealed the existence of a highly advanced group of chimpanzees in the remote Congo forests, which was known as the Bili Apes. Studies suggest that these chimpanzees were very closely related to humans, sharing about 94 to 95% of our DNA. Not only that, reports describe their behavior as weird and somewhat creepy. Apparently, these specific chimpanzees used to have a habit of tearing apart smaller creatures in a particularly brutal way, which goes beyond what is usually observed in chimpanzee behavior. The skulls discovered also show significant similarities to both chimpanzees and gorillas, leading to speculation about their unique genetic makeup. Apart from that, their physical appearance is described as a chubby body, very flat faces, and a wide muzzle. Not only that, initial studies revealed that these apes were bipedal and walked upright while their heights were over 6 feet. Now, if I talk about their behavior, it's said that the Beetle apes used to howl at the moon and made ground nests. Scientists and researchers are excited about the possibility that these Beetle apes could be the missing link connecting humans to our primate ancestors. The jungles of Beetle are now seen as a key location for unlocking one of the biggest mysteries in human evolution. The scientific community eagerly awaits further exploration and study of this advanced chimpanzee civilization. Jofi. For those who hate spiders, the Congo might appear to be a nightmare because this country is home to the infamous Jofi spiders. It's a large Congolese spider that has many stories connected to it. These spiders are said to be unlike the ones we're familiar with. Being as big as dinner plates and stretching across the forest floor, they are much more terrifying than regular spiders. Local tribes and adventurous explorers share spooky tales of encountering these creatures. According to stories, Jofi spins massive webs between tall trees, some several feet wide. These strong webs are believed to trap small animals, creating a natural snare. There are unsettling accounts of people accidentally stumbling into these webs, getting caught, and struggling to break free. Remember that scene with spiders in Harry Potter? I bet Ron Weasley wouldn't survive a day in Congo because spiders there are scarier than those in Hogwarts. Legend has it that Jofi has a venomous bite, a lethal weapon that seals the fate of their prey. Victims supposedly meet their end within the spider's hidden lair, deep within the jungle's dense undergrowth. Many stories suggest that these spiders dig underneath the trees and hide behind leaves there when waiting for prey. The natives also claim that they've witnessed the eggs of this creepy spider. According to their description, the eggs are yellowish and shaped like peanuts. The hatchlings are often described as having bright yellow bodies and purple abdomens. While some researchers find the idea of a previously unknown spider species in the Congo intriguing, the vast and hard-to-reach nature of the jungle makes it tough to conduct thorough investigations. The existence of these giant spiders remains uncertain, prompting us to think about the undiscovered wonders that might be hiding in the unexplored depths of the Congo jungle. Treasure of Congo. Under the rich forests and challenging terrain of the Democratic Republic of Congo lies a significant source of mineral wealth, particularly cobalt. You might have heard about it from the rechargeable batteries that power much of our modern world. However, the process of extracting these valuable minerals unveils a troubling reality of inhumanity and exploitation. Congo, contributing a staggering 72% to the world's cobalt production, grapples with this paradox. According to a 2021 report, the country made over $4.4 billion from exporting cobalt. No wonder it stands as the country with the largest cobalt exports ever. But while the money sounds great, there's a dark side to this treasure hunt. Numerous mines operate with blatant disregard for regulations and safety standards, leading to hazardous working conditions. Shockingly, even children find themselves involved in this perilous pursuit, facing unimaginable dangers. In a nation where most people survive on less than $2 a day, a miner's weekly earnings of up to $200 may seem like a lifeline, but it comes at a significant cost, and that cost is actually your life. The toll on the miner's health is severe, as they are the ones who have to deal with long-term afflictions resulting from exposure to hazardous substances. We get our batteries and our luxuries, but tens of thousands of children are thrust into this perilous trade, losing their innocence to the burdens of heavy labor. The mineral wealth, simultaneously a marvel and a curse, serves as a poignant reminder of the connections linking our modern lives to distant lands. Sounds of the Congo. In the middle of the Congo Basin rainforests, there's a strange mystery that has puzzled scientists and locals for years. Can you take a guess? Basically, weird and eerie sounds are heard through the region without any clear source. These sounds vary from low rumbles to high-pitched wails, creating an unsettling atmosphere and making anyone who hears them feel uneasy. Take notes, Netflix. People have come up with different theories to explain where these mysterious sounds might be coming from. Some think it could be geological forces, like underground movements or shifting tectonic plates. Others speculate about atmospheric anomalies or secret military experiments happening in the area. Another interesting idea suggests that these sounds could be the calls of unknown or undiscovered species hiding in the thick wilderness of the Congo. Now, the thing is, these stories and speculations are unending, and the only believable explanation so far has been that it could be the sounds of the shifting tectonic plates. Jokes aside, but honestly, who knows? It could be some aliens residing there. The dense vegetation and vast jungle make it tough to figure out where these sounds originate, adding to the mystery. Some even consider supernatural explanations, suggesting the involvement of spirits or otherworldly entities. Despite ongoing investigations, the true source of this unexplained auditory phenomenon remains a mystery, keeping researchers and adventurous explorers intrigued. Largest gorillas. Congo is also home to the largest gorillas in the world. Bet you didn't know about that, because no one takes gorillas seriously until they're standing right in front of you. The gorillas in question here are known as growers gorillas. This subspecies is actually the largest among the 4 subspecies of gorillas. Their features are very different from a normal gorilla too, as they have stocky bodies, short muzzles, and large hands. Now here's the fun part. Even though there have been several scary stories attached to these gorillas, because of their size and looks, these creatures are actually very much into eating herbs, leaves, and fruits. And no, they don't eat humans alive, as showcased in many stories. As of today, these gorillas call the lowland tropical rainforests in the eastern Congo their home. The scary part is that this subspecies has reduced in number significantly throughout the years, and studies estimate that their population has declined by over 50% since. Poaching is also common in this area, and this animal suffers the most from it. Even in Outi National Park, which is home to the largest population of these gorillas, it has been a common practice. Not only do poachers invade the park, but people even set up illegal mines. However, with help from WWF and other organizations, park staff are re-establishing control over the land. Mahamba. People in Africa often tell a story of a big and mysterious creature called the Mahamba that lives deep in the Congo jungle. It's said to be an enormous crocodile, growing up to an incredible 50 feet long, big enough to swallow whole canoes. As of now, it's said that the creature hasn't been seen for a while, and some state that it probably went extinct. However, the historical accounts of this animal tell a lot about it. The description found in local stories describes the Mahamba as a super patient creature. It is said that it would wait for big animals or boats to come by and then quickly and mercilessly attack, more like the scary Mosasaurus from the time of dinosaurs. Because the Mahamba is believed to be so big and fast, it must be a really powerful predator. Stories even say it can surprise attack animals near the river who are just trying to get a drink. Some people who are really into mysterious creatures think the Mahamba might be a relative of dinosaurs that lived a long time ago, or maybe even related to the Sarcosuchus, a huge ancestor of modern crocodiles that lived over 100 million years ago. Even though there haven't been many recent sightings, local tribes in the Congo know which parts of the river to avoid. This makes some people think they still know about the Mahamba hiding in the rivers. So, whether the Mahamba is real or not is still up for debate, making us wonder about the amazing and unknown things that might be hiding in the deep and wild Congo jungle. Goliath beetles. In the Congo, you will find some really special creatures that will prove how fascinating and diverse nature can be. One of the standouts is the Goliath beetle, an insect that's truly amazing, not only because of its looks, but also because of how much it weighs. This beetle is one of the biggest insects on Earth, measuring over 10 centimeters long and weighing up to 100 grams. Its sheer size makes people wonder how someone could hold such a big bug and if it could bite. If we look at the babies of these insects, it's a bit creepy because of how weird they look. One could never guess that this weird creature would later turn into a massive, beautiful beetle. Largest praying mantis. The Congo is also home to the world's largest praying mantis, adding to the collection of strange and interesting creepy crawlies in this unique place. Known as the Congo green mantis, this subspecies is actually larger than a normal mantis, reaching up to 3.5 inches or 9 centimeters in length. Not to mention, this subspecies is native to the Congo region and is rare in other parts of the world. It's important to note that there are also millipedes in the Congo. They were among the first species to move from water to land, and unlike their venomous cousins, centipedes and millipedes are harmless. I mean, one can't help but see the wild beauty and unknown mysteries of the Congo. We're not sure why these insects grow so big in this region. It could be because of the weather, the water, or something in the air. Lake Talemba's Mokele-Mbembe. In the Likuala region of Congo, there's a lake called Talemba that is rumored to be the home of a legendary creature known as Mokele-Mbembe, according to local stories. Described as a creature that looks like a reptile with a long neck and a small head, Mokele-Mbembe has intrigued scientists for a long time. There are several accounts of this weird creature, and some even describe it as having the body of an elephant and the head of a crocodile, which is quite unusual compared to what we normally know about animals. The Outi Pygmies. The Outi Pygmies, who live in the Ituri forest, have a deep connection with their natural surroundings. They see the forest as a place inhabited by spirits, which is a significant part of their beliefs and cultural identity. One of the stories told by the Outi Pygmies is about the baboon people. In these stories, these beings are described as a mix of both human and baboon characteristics. In terms of their cultural practices, the Mboutis are hunter-gatherers who live in small bands, and their settlement pattern involves moving between camps during the dry season. Their diet consists of a variety of animals and vegetables, and they adhere to a system of food restrictions known as query. The Mbouti follow a loose patrilineal descent system, and marriages often involve sister exchange. Polygamy is not widespread, and their political structure lacks a formal hierarchy, with temporary leaders emerging based on hunting skills. The mythology of the Mbouti people revolves around their deep connection with the forest, which they consider a great protector and provider. Rituals such as the molimo play a crucial role in their lives and are performed during significant events to wake the forest. In the contemporary context, the Mbouti face threats to their traditional way of life, including the lack of legal protection for their territory, restrictions on hunting, large game, deforestation, and the impact of civil unrest in the region. The Leopard Men. In the Congo, anything is possible. That's what I've come to believe so far. There are rumors about a secret group called the Leopard Men operating in the Congo. According to stories, members of this society wear leopard skins and participate in rituals that involve sacrificing humans. Over the years, various reports about the Leopard Men have spread, creating a sense of mystery around them. Despite these stories, there is no solid evidence confirming the existence of the Leopard Men. But I guess we'll find out at some point. Okapi. The Okapi, also known as the forest giraffe, is this really weird-looking animal that's kind of like a mix of a giraffe and a zebra. People from the West only found out about it in 1901, and it surely surprised them. This medium-sized giraffid lives in the thick rainforests of the Congo and is pretty good at staying out of sight. Even though it's not naturally scary, its odd appearance and the fact that it likes to stay hidden can make the Congo seem a bit spooky. It's like this mysterious creature adding to the overall sense of weirdness in the jungle. Gabon's Lope National Park. Back in June 2020, researchers made a really cool discovery in Gabon's Lope National Park, which is a World Heritage Site known as the ecosystem and relict cultural landscape of Lope Okanda. This place is special because it has a mix of forests and savannas along with traces of ancient cultures. But that's not all about it. Apparently back in the 1980s, discoveries of some carved stone tools were made in this park, hinting at humans being there around 400,000 years ago. But to get a more exact date, a bunch of scientists went on an expedition in 2019 to a spot called Ela Mekara in the park. They used the most up-to-date technology to find the exact age of these tools. And the actual dating surprised everyone because they found out that these tools were at least 620,000 years old, maybe even as ancient as 850,000 years. This makes them the oldest proof of humans in the Congo Basin in Central Africa. This find is a big deal because it shakes up what we thought about human history and might teach us more about how things were in the past, like the climate. UNESCO shared this news, emphasizing how crucial it is to protect and appreciate places like this that hold key pieces of our history and nature. And with that, we are done for today. I hope you enjoyed this wild ride and will come back for more fascinating content soon. See you in the next one.